Well, good win, and really encouraging. Glasnow kind of came out and set the tone. That was impressive. His first inning. I know the second inning he gave the home run on the walk, but still the ball was coming out of his hand, threw strikes for the most part. Really, really big step in the right direction for us as far as he's concerned. Rest of the pitchers followed suit. I mean, Richards was outstanding. Chaz gets a big out. Just kind of lined up from there. I was really impressed by Anthony Banda. That's a long road to get back, and got to go through a lot rehabbing. Unfortunately, we've probably seen too many of those guys go through that rehab process, but certainly the efforts and to get him back on a big league mound has got to be pretty special for him and for us. And then offensively, Robbie came up with a big hit. Austin Meadows stays on fire. Avi, a little game separation, a lot of good things.
Was it a little surprising to see Glasnow hit 100 that quickly? His second pitch is fired up 100.
No, I'm actually surprised he didn't hit 103. I knew he was going to be amped up, and that's what Kyle and I were trying to balance, with the workload. And, there's a difference between 97 and 100, and when he's amped up like he was, then you kind of shave a couple pitches off.
So I think it was good to kind of getting him to 2 innings and just 41 pitches.
Yep, that's kind of what we were hoping for. Get him 2 ups. If he was super efficient, potentially 3, but I'm guessing he's going to say he felt really good.
Knowing what the pitching staff has been through in terms of injuries and just the amount of bodies you've been through throughout the season, just how welcoming is it? I mean, knowing that, seeing, that first inning that he's ready to contribute and, not just be out there, but,
Yeah, he looked the part. I think there's still a build-up. There's still some tweaking and fine-tuning that I know he'll get after it with Kyle, and the same to be said for Blake and Yanni when he gets out there. Those guys, you just don't flip a switch like we talked about last night, but he certainly looked like he did in the first inning and then probably came back to life a little bit, but I bet on Glass working through some of the things and the rest of the guys feeding off that.
Diego's really finding some rhythm.
Diego's been just lights out for us lately. Not sure what transpired, what's taken place, but certainly he looks apart from the guy we saw the first 6-7 weeks of the season. He could really, really be big for us here with these remaining games, just being a huge weapon with the power and the breaking ball that he's landed in the zone.
I know we talked about a lot about the home struggles, but 9-1 this homestand is.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's
I didn't think about that. I mean, we've talked about it enough. Maybe we don't have to talk about it anymore. We just did a good job. So, one of the best homestands that I've been a part of, I think. So, really encouraged by the guy's performance.
And then Kiermaier, what kind of happened with him?
Keke had his neck tightened up right before the game. I think he went out there and made that nice play for Richards, and it kind of aggravated. I think he'll be available for us on Tuesday.
Robertson has said that since going down to Durham, he was able to kind of hit the reset button mentally. Have you noticed any change in his mentality at all?
Well, you've noticed that he's smiling, he's having fun because he's contributing, and we're going to need him to continue doing that whenever he's called on. But sometimes guys benefit from that. We've got a number of guys that have gone down and kind of reset themselves a little bit, like Robbie's talking about. We all know this game is really, really tough and challenging and be tough on the best players, and Robbie's a really good player. But we're excited that he's come back here and gotten just huge hits the last 2 nights.
You guys set a franchise record for strikeouts.
Yeah.
They're good Castillo strikeout. What does that say kind of about your pitching style?
That's wow. I didn't know when they showed that on the scoreboard. I had no idea that we were in range of that. Huge credit goes to the pitchers. Everybody has kind of picked up their own strikeouts here and there. I also think, you got to recognize Kyle and Stan Borowski for what they've done with the pitchers, and then our catchers. We've had a bunch of them that have come through here this year because of injuries. They've all played a role, so that's a big credit to a lot of people. And when you're talking about breaking any pitching record in this organization, you got to be doing it really, really well for all the great pitching seasons they've had here.
All good?